Sometimes God will place you in rooms you didn't feel ready for, around people you didn't expect, and in situations that feel bigger than you. And that's not to overwhelm you, but because He already knows what He placed inside you. Today, we're talking about the faith of Esther. She's a woman who stepped into her purpose even when fear tried to stop her. And I believe this word is for someone who feels God is calling them into something that scares them. I want to welcome you back to Living the Vision. And my name is Michelle. Here on this channel, we talk about faith, strength, and what it looks like to walk with God intentionally. If you're new here, go ahead and subscribe and join this growing community of people who are determined to live with purpose and vision. Now, before Esther was even a queen, she was a woman, a young woman, being raised by Mordecai. She had no title, no position. Nothing about Esther was impressive in the world's eyes. But she had one thing that God honors deeply: a willing and teachable spirit. She listened. She followed wisdom. She humbled herself. And I want you to hear this clearly. Sometimes the doors doesn't open because you have talent. It opens because of your obedience. God promotes people who remain teachable. When Esther was brought into the palace, she didn't know a crisis was coming. She didn't know a law was being signed to destroy her people. She didn't know she would be the one called to stand in that gap. She just walked in. She just trusted. And that's what faith looks like sometimes. Moving forward with God, even when you don't see the full picture. Some of us are stepping into our seasons right now where all God is asking is this: will you trust me with the part of you you don't understand yet? When Mordecai told Esther that she had to speak to the king or her people would perish, fear came across her. That was because going before the king uninvited was a death sentence. She started feeling doubt, and fear came in, but faith spoke louder. Then Esther made one of the most powerful statements in the entire Bible: if I perish, I perish. That wasn't recklessness. That was surrender. She chose obedience even if it cost her something. And here's what I've learned in my own walk. Courage is not the absence of fear. It's choosing God even when fear is present. Esther didn't rush. She didn't panic. She didn't act emotionally. She fasted. She prayed. She prepared spiritually. Then she moved with wisdom and timing. Faith is not wild or careless. Faith is strategic. You pray, you fast, you listen, and then you move in alignment with God's instructions. Spiritual preparation must come before earthly actions. Going before the king uninvited should have ended her life, but when when she entered the room, the king extended his golden scepter. God shifted his heart. God opened the door. And one act of obedience saved an entire nation. You may not realize this, but your obedience could be the breakthrough someone else has been praying for. Your story, your healing, your faith journey. Someone on the other side of your obedience is waiting to be delivered. Remember this today. You were called, chosen, and positioned on purpose. Not by accident, not by luck, not by coincidence. Just like Esther, God is preparing you even if you cannot see the full picture yet. And when the moment comes, God will give you courage, strategy, and favor to step into the assignment that He created specifically for you. You were created for such a time as this, and the world needs what God placed inside you. If this devotional blessed you today, type in the comments, "I am chosen for such a time as this." Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It truly supports this channel. And before you go, visit my other channel, Traveling the Unknown, where my cancer journey began. Keep living your vision, one step, one video, and one victory at a time. And I'll see you in the next one.